Welcome back to Max with RP. We have been working on differentiation of different types of functions using product rule, quotient rule, chain rule, etc. Today we are going to see how to differentiate functions which are given in parametric form. See, for example, all of you know that r cos theta, r sin theta is the parametric form for a circle. It represents the coordinates of any point of a circle. X equal to 80 square, y equal to 280 is a parametric form for a parabola. So, when the equation is given in the parametric form, let us see how to find dy by dx. So, here you are given x equal to 280 square. So, x is a function of t. Y is given as a t power 4. Y is also a function of t. In that case, how to find dy by dx? So since this is a function of t, I can write dx by dt. Dx by dt will be 2a is a constant, derivative of t square is 2t, so 4at. Now, dy by dt is equal to a into a is a constant, derivative of t power 4 will be 4t cube. X is a function of t, y is a function of t. We have found dx by dt and dy by dt. Now, I can write dy by dx as dy by dt, right, divided by dx by dt, which is same as dy by dt into dt by dx. Okay, now, so dy by dx can therefore be written as dy by dt into dt by dx, which is equal to, what is dy by dt? 4at cube. Okay, what is dx by dt? 4at. So either you can write it as dy by dt by dx by dt or dy by dt into dt by dx, which is dy by dx. So dy by dt divided by dx by dt is 4at. So 4at cube by 4at will give me t square. So if x is 2at square and y is a t power 4, dy by dx is t square. Is it clear? Are you able to follow how to differentiate functions given in the parametric form? Now, if x equal to a cos theta and y equal to b cos theta, we have to find dy by dx. So, x is equal to a cos theta. A is a constant, theta is a variable. So, dx by d theta will be a into derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Now, y equal to b cos theta. dy by d theta will be b into minus sin theta. Now, dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt, which is minus b sin theta divided by minus a sin theta, giving you b by a. So in this case, dy by dx is b by a. Is it clear? Now, x is equal to a power 7 cos cube t. It's a function of t. Okay? T is a variable, a is a constant. Y is equal to a power 7 sine cube t. It's a function of again t. Okay, a is a constant. Now dx by dt will be a power 7. I have to differentiate cos cube t. That will be 3 into cos square t. Derivative of cos t is minus sin t. So dx by dt is minus a power minus 3 a power 7 sin t into cos square t. So first you are differentiating cos cube t. We are applying chain rule. So x power n is nx power n minus 1. So by that rule you get 3 cos square t into derivative of cos t itself, which is minus sin t. So dx by dt is minus 3a power 7 sin t cos square t. Now what is dy by dt? dy by dt is again, this is a constant. Now differentiate this. This is of the form x cube. What is the derivative of x cube? 3x square. So 3 into sin square t into derivative of sin t, which is cos t. So this is 3a power 7 sin square t cos t. Now dy by dx equal to dy by dt by dx by dt. This will be, what is dy by dt? 3a power 7 sin square t cos t divided by dx by dt minus 3a power 7 sin t cos square t, which is equal to, your a power 7 gets cancelled, 3 gets cancelled, there is a minus sign. Sin t, in sin square t, in the numerator I will get sin t, in the denominator I will get 1 cos t, so giving me minus tan t. So dy by dx is minus tan t. So when x and y are given in the parametric form, dy by dx can be written as dy by dt by dx by dt, since the function, since x and y are functions of t. Now x equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta, y equal to sin theta minus sin 2 theta, you have to find dy by dx. So x is equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta. Dx by d theta, x is a function of theta, so dx by d theta, first differentiate cos theta, you will get minus sin theta. If I differentiate cos 2 theta, I will get minus, I will get minus, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. There's already on minus, so it will become plus 2 sin 2 theta. Cos 2 theta, when I differentiate, I will get cos theta. If I differentiate, I will get minus sin theta. But there's already on my negative sign, so negative into negative is positive. So plus sin 2 theta into derivative of 2 theta. If I differentiate 2 theta, I will get 2. So dx by theta equal to minus sin theta plus 2 sin 2 theta. What will be y? Y is given as sin theta minus sin 2 theta. Now what will be dy by d theta? Dy by d theta will be cos theta minus sin 2 theta. If I differentiate, I will get cos 2 theta. Derivative of 2 theta is 2. So cos 2 theta minus cos 2 theta. Now dy by dx is dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, which is, what is dy by d theta? Cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta divided by 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. You can also explore whether you can simplify this. You can write sin 2 theta as 2 sin theta cos theta, and 2 cos 2 theta as cos 2 theta as 2 cos square theta minus 1. I leave it to you. I don't think it can be very simplified to a very much smaller thing, but this is your dy by dx. So understand what you get as dy by dx. Whether you can simplify is something that you can try. Now, x is equal to log of tan theta by 2 plus cos theta. So what will be dx by d theta? So x is a function of theta. So dx by d theta will be log of tan 2 theta. If I differentiate, I will get 1 by tan theta by 2 into derivative of tan theta by 2 is secant square theta by 2 into derivative of theta by 2 is half. Now, what is the derivative of cos theta? Minus sin theta. So this is 1 by tan theta by 2 is cot theta by 2. So cos theta by 2 by sin theta by 2. Secant square theta by 2 is 1 by cos square theta by 2 into half minus sin theta. Now this is, okay, 1 cos theta by 2 gets cancelled. So I have 1 by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Recognize 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 is sin 2 theta by 2, which is sin theta. Sin of 2 theta by 2, which is sin theta. So 1 by sin theta. So what will I get? 1 by sin theta minus sin theta. So this is your dx by d theta. Now what is y? Now y equal to sin theta. Now dy, what will be dy by dx? Sorry, dy by d theta cos theta. Now dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta by dx by d theta, which is cos, right here, dy by dx is dy by d theta by dx by d theta. So which is cos theta divided by 1 by sin theta minus sin theta. 1 by sin theta minus sin theta, which is cos theta. I'll take the sin theta to the top. I'll get sin theta. 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. So 1 cos theta gets cancelled, giving you sin theta by cos theta, which is tan theta. Now what is the question? You have to find dy by dx at a particular value of theta. So this is dy by dx. dy by dx is tan theta. So dy by dx is tan theta. But the question asked is find dy by dx at theta equal to pi by 4. So dy by dx when theta equal to pi by 4 is tan pi by 4, which is 1. Are you able to follow? So the dy by dx at theta equal to pi by 4 is 1. Now let's look at this problem. X is equal to a into cos theta plus sin theta. Again y is given, we are going to find dy by dx. So dx by d theta is equal to a into derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta and derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Are you able to follow? Then y equal to a into sin theta minus theta cos theta. So this will be a into derivative of sin theta is cos theta minus, here it's a product of two functions, so I have to use product rule. So minus theta into derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. See, theta into minus sin theta plus cos theta into derivative of theta is 1. Minus I have kept outside. So this will be a into cos theta plus theta sin theta plus cos theta minus cos theta. Because this is within the brackets. So my theta into minus sin theta. Derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Plus cos theta into derivative of theta is 1. And everything is within the bracket. So now I am removing the bracket. This becomes plus theta sin theta, while this becomes minus cos theta. So cos theta gets cancelled, giving you a theta sin theta. Now what is your dy by dx will be equal to a theta sin theta, which is dy by dx is dy by d theta by dx by d theta. So which is dy by d theta is a theta into sin theta, dx by d theta will be a into cos theta minus sin theta. So this is theta sin theta divided by cos theta minus sin theta. So are you able to follow how to find dy by dx? Is it clear? See, suppose you have x is equal to at square and y equal to 2at. Find dy by dx. At t equal to 1. Okay. Now what will be dx by dt? Dx by dt will be a into at. What will be dy by ddt? Will be 2a. So dy by dx will be 2a by 2at, which is 1 by t. Now I am asking you to find dy by dx at t equal to 1. Therefore, dy by dx will be 1. So the slope of the tangent to the parabola x equal to 80 square, y equal to 80 is a parabola. At t equal to 1 will be 1. The slope will be equal to 1. Suppose y is equal to a secant theta and y is equal to b let's find what is dy by dx. So dx by d theta will be a into secant theta, derivative of secant theta, which is secant theta tan theta. What is dy by d theta? B into derivative of tan theta, which is secant square theta. So dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta, which is b secant square theta, divided by a secant theta tan theta, which is b, 1 secant theta gets cancelled, b by a secant theta into 1 by tan theta, which is cot theta, which is b by a 1 by cos theta into cos theta by sin theta. So the answer is b by a 1 by sin theta is cosecant theta. So the slope of the tangent to the curve, because you have to keep remembering that slope is nothing, dy by dx is nothing but the slope of a tangent to a curve at a particular point. Okay, now find dy by dx. Dx by d theta is equal to a into 2 sin theta cos theta. Dy by d theta will be b into 2 times cosecant theta into derivative of cosecant theta, which is minus cosecant theta cot theta. Derivative of secant theta, you know, is secant theta tan theta. Derivative of cosecant theta is minus cosecant theta cot theta. Okay, so dy by dx will be equal to dy by d theta will be minus 2b, okay, cosecant square theta cot theta, divided by dx by d theta, 2a into sin theta cos theta. Okay, this is minus b by a. Okay, cosecant square theta is 1 by sin square theta. Cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Then I have in the denominator 1 by sin theta into 1 by cos theta. So cos theta gets cancelled, giving you minus b by a 1 by sin power 4 theta. Okay. So suppose you are asked to find the slope at theta equal to pi by 2. Then you will substitute theta equal to pi by 2, sin pi by 2 is 1. So the slope will only be a constant, which is b by a. So I hope at the end of this session, you have got a glimpse into how to differentiate functions given in the parametric form. And if x is a function of one variable and y is a function of the same variable, for example theta, if x is a function of theta and y is a function of theta, then dy by dx can be written as dy by d theta by dx by d theta. And if the value of theta is given, then you are able to find the slope of the tangent to the curve at the particular value for theta. So at that value, what is the slope of the tangent to the curve? because dy by dx geometrically means slope of the tangent to a curve. So until we may meet next time, it is goodbye. Please practice these sums. Many more sums, uh, slightly more difficult sums we'll do in the next class. Goodbye until next time.